Am I wrong for asking my sister to take her meds while she lives with me? I 22F let my older sister 28 move in with me with the hopes that she'll be able to get back on her feet. A few years ago, she had a mental break after moving out for the first time and was diagnosed with schizo disorder. Since then, she has been living with my parents who have been stressed out taking care of her. During the time she's been with my parents, she has ran away from home several times. All times, luckily, my mom was able to track her. When she is medicated, she still doesn't take care of herself, i.e., showering, cleaning up after herself, etc. I know that part of the reason is because my dad isn't the best person to live with. He is very emotionally abusive, so living there isn't good for a mentally stable person to live, let alone someone dealing with a mental illness. I'm finishing up uni these next 2 years, and she also has a few years until she finishes. She's been out of school for 3 years, so I decided to let her come live with me to give her a fighting chance at getting her life back on track. I got a pill organizer for her as a way to give her her own agency, but to also keep my peace of mind of her taking her medication. Everything was going well for a week until I noticed she was taking her medication. I would get back from work or school and saw she hadn't taken her medication, so I started to remind her to take it. Now I'm having to constantly remind her, and she's starting to get upset when I do. Today she got upset because I asked her to keep her medication in a place I had access to. She told me that she doesn't need to be taken care of and to leave her alone, and that I'm acting just like our dad. I've only asked 3 things of her: to use the pill organizer, to keep it in a place I have access to, and to clean up after herself. This was weeks after picking up after her, because she doesn't clean up after herself. She started yelling about me being her younger sister and that I need to leave her alone. I told her I'm really not asking much from her and told her that she needs to take her medication because if not, things can go really bad and I don't want things to go there. She got really upset and said I'm impeding on her personal information and that I don't need access to her meds. Then said I'm talking behind her back with my mom about her having a mental illness. I'm not. I talk to her sometimes because she's been the one caring for her, so she knows more. She then said I'm not acting like myself and that I need to self-reflect. I told her if you don't want to be here, then you can go back to living with dad. She got mad and said she'll just live in her car. She asked me to fill up her tank so she could leave.